If you didn't grab your props already, have a strap or a belt or a rope tie. Weights, if you like to use them, and just a gentle reminder, those of you who have been taking class with me for a couple years now, when you feel ready, try to bump up the weight another pound. So if you've been using 2 pounds, try 3. If you're using 3, try 4. And some people keep 2 sets of weights next to them, and then they switch out the weights as they feel appropriate. So you could always do that, and then have a block as well.
Well, I'm going to mute.
Yes, please mute yourselves, and then we'll get started in a comfortable seated position. Just to kind of get some of the tension out, bring some small little movements to your body, circling your shoulders, circling your head, stretching out your neck a bit, taking some deep breaths, inhaling through your nose, and exhaling through your mouth. Once you feel you've gotten a little bit of the tension out of the neck, shoulders, and the upper back, bring yourself into a bit of stillness. We'll briefly scan through the body from the crown of the head all the way to the fingertips and to the toes, relaxing each part, softening between your eyebrows and the forehead. Relax all the muscles between and around your eyes. Let the eyes and the eyelids be soft. The bridge of your nose, the tip of your nose. Soften into the hollows of your cheeks. The ears relax. The back of the head and the base of the skull relax. Upper lip, lower lip, and the tongue. Soften through your jawline. You might even unhinge the jaw for a moment, as if you were going to yawn. Release any expression you might be holding on the face. Maybe you've been holding it there all week. All the muscles of the face relax. The sides of the neck and the tops of your shoulders. Just slightly take your shoulder blades back and down so you find a bit of a lift from the chest. A little more spacious across the collarbones as if they're drawing away from one another. You might feel the biceps of the arms spin forward a bit more, opening through the arms, the shoulders, and the chest. The hands relax, all 10 fingertips. You might stretch out the fingers for a moment, stretch the webbing between the fingers, then rest the hands back down on your thighs. Feel the weight of your head and your torso resting evenly in both of your sits bones. Soften your thighs, your knees, your ankles. For a moment, pick up all 10 toes. Stretch them out, stretch the webbing between the toes, the arches of your feet, and gently place all 10 toe pads, the heels, and the balls of the feet back down onto the earth. Shift your attention from your body to your breath. Let the body breathe for itself, so don't try and force or direct the breath in any way. Find a natural, relaxed breath. Feel your rib cage and your belly free to expand and contract with each inhale and exhale. Now we'll begin to lengthen or stretch out the breath a bit. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Keep going at your own pace. Maybe stretching out the breath a little longer to 4 or 5 count inhale, 4 or 5 count exhale. Feeling a little more connected to our bodies and our breath now. We'll add a little more movement to our practice. On your next inhale, take the arms wide, making a big T with the arms, and take the hands back a little more so you feel a stretch in the front of the chest, the top of the shoulders. On the exhale, bring the hands together and round your back a little bit. Bring your chin to your chest. So think about those cat-cow movements through the spine. Inhale, reach the arms back, lift the chest, maybe take your gaze up. On the exhale, hands come together, round through your upper back. Bring your chin to your chest. Do that a few more times. Inhale, arms wide, lift the chest, lift your gaze. Exhale, squeeze the palms together, round your back. Keep going. Do about 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Interlace the fingers, flip the palms up, stretch the arms up over your head. See if you can get the arms a little straighter, hugging the biceps in closer to your ears, pressing strong through the base of your thumbs, pressing strong through the palms, sitting straight up. So you don't want to arch the back or collapse the chest here. Really lengthen up, 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 like someone was pulling you from the base of the skull or the crown of the head, sitting tall. And keep all that length in your spine. Find a little side bend towards the right. Press strong through the base of that left hand. Back to center. On your exhale, side bend left. Inhale back to center. A couple more times at your own pace. Side to side. Try and keep both shoulders square towards the front, so don't let your chest collapse down. Good. Keep the arms straight and arms reaching back. Exhale as you side bend. Inhale back to center, sit up tall, find all that length through the spine, and take it in the opposite direction. Back to center. Hands to the tops of the legs, and again we'll find that cat-cow motion. Inhale, arch back. Feel you're pulling your shoulder blades a little closer towards the spine. And exhale, round forward. You might let the hands slide down the shins a bit, folding a little deeper. Inhale, arch the back, finding our seated cow pose. Exhale, round the back, finding our seated cat pose. A few more times at your own pace, waking up the muscles of your back, warming up your spine, stretching the chest and the shoulders. Last time. Back to center. Similar movement, but we'll exaggerate it a little more. Sit up towards the top of your chair. And then start to slide your hands all the way down the front of the shins, all the way to the ankles, to the toes. Relax your head. Let the head hang heavy kind of in between the legs. Then we'll lift halfway. Bring your hands to your shins And try and flatten out your back here. So that might feel like your back bending a bit. Press your hands to the tops of the shins so you feel the shoulders press back and the chest pull forward. And on the exhale round, fold a little deeper. And again, inhale, halfway lift, strengthening the muscles of the back. Press the shoulders back and feel with the hands, you're kind of pulling the chest forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. 2 more. Exhale, fold. Inhale to that halfway lift. Come to a flattish back. Last time, fold a little deeper. Lift halfway. Step the feet even wider. Separate the knees. Separate the heels. Fold deeper. Maybe bringing the hands to the block or all the way to the floor. We'll take a few breaths here. Getting a good stretch into your hips, your back. Letting the head hang heavy, stretch out your neck. Slowly bring yourself back up to seated. So keeping the feet and the knees wide, start to slide your right hand down the inside of the leg, sort of coming towards your ankle. Maybe taking the other arm over the head. If that feels strenuous for your back, just keep the hand down. And then we'll lift back up and do the other side. Slide the hand down the inside of the leg, reaching for your ankle, maybe sweeping the opposite arm over your head. Press through the feet as you rise up. Do that a couple times to each side. Remember to move at your own pace. Do what you can. Enjoy. We're not looking for perfection here. Just moving the body. Breathing deep. Last time to each side. Back to center. Warming up the body into a twist, reach across, like you were reaching over for something on the side, and back to center. Reach across and back to center. So think about keeping the crown of your head and your tailbone in line over one another. You're not leaning forward to reach. Keep the chest up, the spine nice and tall, and twist side to side. So these types of twists where you're not pulling the arms to bring you deeper into the twist help to build more strength. So just using the muscles of the back, the spine, and all the core muscles all the way around to find your twist. So we're not pulling with the arms. Good. A couple more to each side. Think about the shoulders rotating, but the pelvis stays in neutral, just as it is. Good. Back to center. So bring your block with you, and we'll come up to standing. I'm going to turn my chair a bit so you can see me. You don't have to turn. We'll place the block in between the thighs, not your knees, but a little bit above that. Okay, and the purpose of having this block is to help keep your hips, your knees, your ankles lined up, because sometimes without it, the knees collapse inward. We have that block there to prevent that. Squeeze your inner thighs in on the block. Check that your feet are parallel, meaning your toes aren't out or turned in. Feet are straight. The chair is there if you need it. We'll start to sit back and down. So notice how I'm hinging from my hips. I'm not rounding the back. The back stays flat, hinge from the hips, take the hips back. So your knees stay over your feet. They're not falling forward in front of the toes. Keep the knees back. You have the chair here. If you don't need it, reach the arms out, and we'll come back up to standing. Sit back and down. Press through the feet, rise up. Maybe take the arms over the head and back up. Slow, controlled movements. We'll stay for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And up. Now we'll try without the block. We won't do as many. But try and keep that same alignment with the knees. Hip width distance, don't let the knees collapse inward. Imagine you had that block there and you're hugging in on it. Sit back and down. So check the knees, keep them in line with the hips. Keep them over the feet. See if you can sit a little lower. Good. Stand all the way up. We'll do 5, 4, building lots of strength in the back, the legs, working on our balance. Last 3. Breathe, breathe. Last 2. Last 1. We'll find the chair and start to walk the legs back. Again, keep your hips over your knees, over your ankles. You don't want the hips falling forward, neither too far back. Walk the feet back until the knees, the ankles, the hips are stacked over one another. Find a good stretch into your shoulders. Let the torso come a little bit closer to parallel with the floor. We'll take a few breaths here. So imagine if someone kind of held from the pelvis and pulled you back a bit. That sensation of stretching out the spine, stretching out the arms, the shoulders, the chest. Lots of length through the back of your legs. And if you have your balance here, you feel you have deeper to go in your forward fold, you might completely let go of the chair and find opposite elbows. Letting the head hang heavy. Good. A couple more breaths. Deep stretch for the full length of your back body. Slowly release. Walk your hands back up the chair. All the way back to standing. Lengthening through the quadriceps, the front of the thighs. You can kick back. So this might be enough for you this morning, or you can reach back, hug the heel in. Side to side. You could catch the pant leg here. If you have your strap, you could use the strap to make a little stirrup and hold on to that foot. A couple more to each side. It's important to lengthen and stretch the quadriceps as well as the hamstrings. Sometimes when these muscles are shortened or chronically tightened, it can contribute to some lower back pain. It's important we find lots of length, a good stretch to the front of the thighs and also the back and the hamstrings. Last time to each side. And then we'll keep the right foot forward and step the left foot back. So check that your right knee stays over your ankle, in line with the center toe. Try and bring your back foot flat onto the floor. So you'll feel a deep stretch in that left ankle. Press through the outer edge of your left foot. Try and lift the inner arch. Then think about your hips. Your hips will not be square here, but there is the feeling of squaring them. Left hip forward a bit, this right hip crease pulling back. And draw your navel back to your spine. Keep both shoulders square towards your chair. You might lift one arm, maybe both arms. And again, square up your chest. Bring the left rib cage, left shoulder forward. Reach strong through the arms if they're lifted. Reach strong through the fingertips. Our warrior one pose, a great posture for building strength in the legs, working on balance, stretching the shoulders, the chest. If you feel you can go further, palms together, reach back and look up. Back to center. Both hands back to the chair, straighten this front leg, hinge from your hips, fold forward. You might bring the forearms onto the chair. You might bring the hands to that bottom portion of the chair, or hands all the way to the floor. Again, find that sensation of squaring up your hips towards the chair. Left hip forward, right hip back. Walk the hands back up, all the way up. Step both feet together. Bring your hands to your lower back, right about where your pockets would be. Hug the elbows in, hug the shoulder blades in. And start to lean back. Find a lift from the sternum, rib cage, chest lifted. If it's comfortable for your neck, take the gaze up. Hug the shoulders together, hug the elbows together. Nice. And back to center. Other side, left foot forward, right foot steps back. Left knee over the ankle in line with the center toe. Back foot flat on the floor with those back toes slightly turned in at an angle. Square your hips towards your chair, right hip forward, left hip back. Pull the navel back to the spine. Right rib cage forward, right shoulder forward, and then you might lift one arm or both arms. Stay here or bring the palms together, reach back and take the gaze up. Straighten your arms a little more, reach up higher. Breathe, breathe. And come back to center. Straighten your front leg. Bring both hands to the chair. Hinge from your hips, start to fold forward. Maybe forearms rest on the backrest. The hands might come to the seat of the chair, or maybe all the way down to the floor or your blocks. Press through the outer edge of your back foot. Let that force travel up the right leg, send the hip forward a bit. Press down through your left big toe. Let that force travel up the left leg and send the left hip back, squaring up your hips. Look forward, walk the hands back up. Step both feet back up to the chair. Hands right about where your pockets would be. Wrap the elbows, the shoulder blades together. Press down through your feet. Squeeze your thighs. Squeeze the glutes. Press the hips forward a little more. Lean back. Good. Keep that sensation of lifting up from the chest and the sternum. Collarbones wide. Back up to center. Step the feet a little wider, arms side to side. Gentle twist. Back to center. So like we did earlier, we'll take the arms up, interlace the fingers, and press the palms up. Try and get the arms a little straighter. Inhale, stand up taller. Exhale, side bend to your right. So we'll stay here for about 3 breaths. Press your right shoulder forward more. Lean your left shoulder back. Yes, good. Arms a little straighter. Really press out. Maybe the hips come to the left a little more. See if you can come down 1 inch lower. Good. Inhale, come back up. Press strong through both feet. Straighten the arms. Lift up from the crown of the head. Stand taller. On your exhale, side bend to your left. Left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. Open the chest. Straighten the arms, stretch the shoulders. Squeeze your thighs. Strong through your core. Press the hips out to the right. See if you can come down a little lower. Good. Deep stretch for the side body. Press through the feet. Inhale, back up. Exhale, arms behind you. So if you're tighter in the shoulders, you might want to use your strap here. If you can reach, interlace the fingers. Start to straighten the arms like you're pulling your fists down towards your heels. Hug your shoulder blades a little closer together. And press the tops of the shoulders down away from your ears. So some of us might stay upright. You can stay just as you are, or put a little bend in the knees and start to fold forward. Let the weight of your arms roll up and over your head. Head hangs heavy, stretch your neck. Lift your arms a little more, lift your shoulders up away from your ears. Yeah, you got it, good. Breathe here. Release your hands. Slide the hands up the shins. Come to that halfway lift to a flattish back. Hands to your hips. You keep a little bend in the knees as you rise up. Arms to your side, coming to mountain pose. Standing nice and tall, reconnect to your breath. Slow, steady inhales and exhales. We'll find our weight. We're going to work the biceps here. If you have 2 sets of weights, I think you'll be fine with your heavier set. We'll bring the hands straight up towards the shoulders. So be mindful here that your wrist stays straight. You don't want the wrist collapsing doing this or the hand tucked in doing this. So wrist stays straight. Elbows stay right underneath your shoulders. And lift up. Good. We'll be here for about 30 seconds. If you want a little more challenge, shift all of your weight to your left leg. Try and float that right foot up. Nice. Make sure you're breathing. Slow, controlled movements are better than just flinging with the momentum of your body. If you're on one foot, switch. Right foot down. Float the left toes up. And release. Both feet down. Set one of your weights into the chair. And we'll take the arms up and over the head. So this will help work the back of the arm, the tricep. If it feels too strenuous with the weight, feel free to do it without. You could just interlace the fingers, take them behind the head, straighten, and rebend the elbows. Straighten. Good. With or without the weight, taking it at your own pace. So you don't really have to go too far down here. The weight doesn't need to come to the neck. Just about a 90-degree angle at the elbows. And press up. Try and keep the elbows in close to the head. Don't let them splay out wide. You'll feel that more in your shoulders if the elbows go out wide like that. And then if you're holding the weight, switch the hands so that the opposite hand is on top. Try and maintain your spine in neutral, which means you're not overarching the back here, neither collapsing in the chest. A nice tall spine. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the weight. So we were working on this earlier this week in class. You have the option to do this with or without your weight. So you'll stand with the chair to your right, and you'll tuck the right toes under. The right toes face out, left foot pointing straight ahead. Find about 3 of your feet distance between your heels. We'll bring our right hand to the block or to the chair and start to lean to the side. Okay, so we'll do a couple rounds here without the weight. Bring your left hand towards the chair, turn the chest down towards the chair. And then we'll bring that hand to the shoulder, open the chest, reach back. Back to the shoulder, turn the chest down, tap the hand to the chair. Hand to the shoulder, open the chest, reach back. So we'll repeat this motion. If you want a little more challenge, grab one of your lighter weights. So this is a great practice to help strengthen your back. It's also very challenging, and you don't want to feel any strain in those muscles. So if you feel that, better to start practicing this without the weight. Good. Weight to the shoulder, turn the chest, weight to the seat. Back to the shoulder, turn the chest, reach out. Good. Keep the back flat. Try not to overarch or round the back. Good. You got it. We'll do a few more on this side. Last one. Release the weight if you're using it. Reach that left arm back up. Good. So notice if you're collapsing towards that right shoulder, press a little more with the right hand. Lift up. Reach through the left fingertips. Good. If you feel you can go a little further, you might bring your hand to the chair, or you might start to slide that right hand down your leg towards the shin. Yeah, good. Keep breathing. Shoulders away from your ears. Don't let them shrink up. Squeeze your thighs. Strong through your core. Press to the feet. Come all the way up. Nice. Hands to your hips. Straighten the right foot. Step the feet together. So we'll stay on the same side of the chair. Bring the right hand to the chair. Step your feet all the way together. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, side bend. You should feel a nice stretch into those muscles we were just working in the back. Yeah, you got it. rise back up. We'll come to the other side. Switch to the other side of your chair. We'll step the feet about 3 of your feet distance. Turn the left toes so they're under the chair. Bring your left hand to your block. And then right hand comes to the chair. So the chest is facing your chair. Right hand to the shoulder, open the chest, reach back. Right hand to the shoulder, turn the chest down, tap the hand to the seat. Hand to the shoulder, open the chest, reach back. Hand to the shoulder, turn the chest down, tap. So if this feels strenuous and challenging, just stay here. If you're not really feeling much, grab one of your lighter weights, bring it to the shoulder. Open out. Back to the shoulder. Keep the back flat, turn the chest down, tap the chair. Good, you got it. So you'll start to feel this in the back. Depending on how heavy your weight is, you might feel it in the shoulder and the arm, the chest. Slow, controlled movement. Good. You got it. We'll do a few more on this side. Last one. Release the weight. Sweep the right arm up. Notice what you're doing with your shoulders. Press the shoulders back. Lengthen through the neck, through the crown of the head. Keep stretching back through the right fingertips. If you feel you can go a little further, you might bring the hand to the seat of the chair without the block. Or further still, bring your hand to your shin. Wherever that left hand is, press away and use that to help turn the chest up more. Good. Squeeze your thighs. Engage the core to help support the muscles of the back as you come up. Bring the hands to the hips. Turn both feet so they're facing forward. Feet will still stay wide. We'll start to hinge from the hips. Take a wide-legged forward fold. You can bring your hands to your shins, to the ankles. You might use your block or bring the hands to the floor. Fold forward. Press the floor away. Lift your torso. Come to a flattish back. Hands to your hips. Come all the way up. Step that right foot in. Left hand to the chair. Inhale the right arm up. Find your side bend towards the left. Good. Stretch out the space in the right waistline between the lower rib and the hip point. Reach up, out, and over. Good. Back up to standing. So you might want to grab your strap here. We'll be holding on, catching this back foot. So you could catch the pant leg, you could catch the ankle, or you could make a little stirrup with your strap and catch your foot. Okay, so find that. You're facing the back of the chair. Left hand will stay to the chair. Keep kicking your right foot into your hand so you feel almost like you're kicking your foot away from you. Think about bringing your right hip forward towards the chair. Don't bring a twist into your spine. And then see if you can lean forward a bit more. Kick a little harder. Yeah, you got it. Left hand to the chair. Keep bringing the right side of your body forward and down. Kick a little harder. Nice. Ground through that left big toe. Focus on your balance. Keep kicking as you come back up. And release. Shake it out. Other side. The right hand will stay on the chair for support. Left hand reaches back. You might be holding the ankle, the pant leg, or using that strap. Turn so that you're facing your chair. That means left hip forward a bit, left rib cage forward a bit. Then start to kick the foot away from you and bring your chest forward. Coming towards dancer pose. This is a great balancing posture. It's also a bit of a back bend. Keep kicking your foot into your hand to counterbalance the weight of your torso going forward. Good, Jan. Good, Sherry. Keep kicking as you come up. And release. Shake out the legs. Again, find your weight. Last couple of things we'll do here standing before we come to seated again. So this time, elbows will stay close to the body, under the shoulders, but the hands will come out wide. And then we'll bring opposite hand on top. Arms wide, opposite hand on top. Out wide. Yeah, good, Lothar. Good, Bill. Keep the chest lifted. Don't let yourself collapse. Chest up. Take the hands out comfortably wide as far as you can so you feel opening in the top of the chest and the shoulders. And cross. Out and cross. Nice. So we'll be here for about 30 seconds. Keep breathing. And you can gauge the weight for yourself. If you want a little more weight, you could switch out to your heavier weight. Nice. Last time to each side. Turn the weights so that they are perpendicular to the floor. The wrists are straight, in line with your elbows, and your elbows in line with your shoulders. And you'll take the weight straight out and back down. Out and down. Good. Out to the side and down. Wrist stays straight, elbows in line with your shoulders, and then lower. You could always do one side at a time here. It feels a little strenuous, or both. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Weights to the chair. Last balancing posture before we come to seated. So you have the option to use your chair for support. I'm going to turn to the side here. You'll shift the weight to the left and pick up the right knee. So you could use the chair, Or you could interlace both fingers and hold the knee. Good. Feel all of those left toes working, pinky toe, big toe, and all the toes in between to support your balance. You might feel a little wobbly here, the ankle shaking a bit, and that's fine. Building strength in the ankle, improving your balance. If you feel steady, you might take both hands away. Good. We'll breathe 3. Nice, Jan. 2. You got it, Bill. 1 more breath. Good. And bring that foot down, shake it out a little bit. Other side. And maybe bringing the right hand to the chair for support. Left hand holds the knee. If you feel pretty steady, both hands holding the knee. Be mindful you're still standing up tall. Don't lean forward or lean back. Straight up, like someone's lifting you from the crown of the head. Use the right big toe, the pinky toe, and all the toes in between. If you're feeling pretty steady, try and take the hands away, hands to the hips. Breathe 3. Yeah, you got it, Sherry. Good, Lothar. Breathe 2. 1 more breath. Nice. Release, shake it out. We'll come back to seated in the chair. We'll use our weights. So sit up towards the top of the chair so you have space here for the arms. Working the triceps, the back of the arms here. Elbows stay close to your body. Hinge forward a bit from the hips without rounding the chest. So back stays flat. Hinge forward. Elbows stay close to the body. Press straight back. Hug the weights in. Straight back. Good. So do this as slowly as you can. Controlled movements. Don't just fling the arms back. This is not what we're doing. Back stays flat. Elbows hug in. Press straight back. So we're really trying to target the triceps here, the back of the arm. Good. You got it. Keep going. We'll do 10, 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. Torso stays just as it is, nice and steady. Don't swing back and forth. Last 3, 2, last 1. And then take rest, sitting up nice and tall. We'll do a couple more things here with the weights. The hands will come forward. Weights perpendicular to the floor. Hinge forward a little bit from the hips. Reach out. And as you pull back, really hug your shoulder blades together here, like you're rowing a boat. Pull back. So this is for the upper back. We'll just do 10, 9, good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Take rest, roll out your shoulders a little bit. Similar idea, but we'll take the arms a little wider. So hinging forward. Palms will face down. Tap the weight, pull back. Tap the weight, pull back. So just like you were rowing, but a wide row. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Nice. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. You can release the weight. We're done with those. Take some big, wide circles with the arms. Good. And take those circles in the opposite direction. You may need your strap here. We'll take both arms up. I'm going to turn away for a moment. Bend your right elbow. Bring the hand towards the base of the neck. Spin the left hand back and bring that arm behind your back. So you could hold your shirt, you could hold on to the strap, or you could catch the fingers here. So try and sit up straight. No rounding or overarching in the back. A nice tall spine. We're focusing on the shoulders here. Good. So think about hugging this right bicep a little closer to your ear, pointing the right elbow straight up. Breathe into those tight spaces. Find one place in your body where you can release a little deeper. Slowly release. Unravel the arms. And roll out your shoulders. Other side. Take the arms up. Bend just your left elbow. Bring that hand to the base of the neck. Spin the right palm back. Thumb faces down. Keep swinging that arm back. Bringing the hand behind you. So for most people, one side feels very different than the other. You might bring one hand to the neck, one hand to the sacrum. If you feel you can go a little further, hold on to your shirt or your strap, or work the hands closer together. So for me, this is my tighter side. I cannot get my hands to reach here. Bring your left bicep a little closer to the ear. Point that elbow straight up and back. Keep the spine in mind. Sit tall. Take the breath deeper into those tight spaces. Not looking for perfection in our poses, just moving the body, releasing stress, tension, bringing a greater sense of opening and ease to our body, to our breath, to our mind. There's no such thing as a perfect pose. This is called Gomukhasana, cow face pose. It's a great stretch for your upper back and your shoulders. And as long as you're feeling it there, you're doing it perfect. You don't have to push to go any further. Slowly release. We'll take the right arm across the chest, hook it with the left elbow. Other side, take the arms wide. Left arm across the chest, hook it with the right elbow. Both arms wide. So final hip opening posture. Right ankle to the top of the left thigh. So you might be here with that left leg straight. If you're going a little further, bend the knee. Walk that left foot in. You could press on the right thigh a little bit. Maybe that helps you get into that sweet spot. If you're still not feeling much here, start to hinge from the hip and fold forward. Forearms can come to the leg. Hands could come to the block or to the floor. Sending your breath into those tight spaces. Releasing a little deeper into your hip. Getting into the glutes and your lower back. You should not be feeling anything in your knee here. No pain, as in zero. This stretches for your hips, your glutes, your back. No discomfort in the knee. Make sure you're not feeling any pain there. Walk the hands back up. Hug the right knee into your chest for a moment. Release. Other side, maybe starting with that right leg straight. Left ankle to the thigh. Bringing the foot in closer. Press a little bit on the thigh, not the knee, but your thigh. And if you're still not feeling much, start to fold forward. You might use your block here. Or maybe your fingertips comfortably reach the floor. Start to walk your hands back into a seated upright position. Hug your left knee into your chest. And release. Settle back into a comfortable seated position. Let your eyes relax. Give yourself some time to become calm and steady here. Allowing the body to slow down, your breath to slow down, the mind to slow down. You could disengage for a moment from the forward momentum of life that drags us from one thing to the next, where so much of the time the ending of one thing just becomes an invitation to start another. Giving yourself this time just to pause. Nothing to do here. There's no next thing. On the next inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands into your heart. One more time. Inhale, gather your attention up. Exhale, draw the hands into the heart. Anjali Mudra, this is a simple gesture of gratitude. Pausing for a moment to acknowledge the abundance in our lives and all the things we have to be grateful for. These bodies that just did all this hard work for us. Your commitment to your health, making your health a priority, taking time this morning for your practice. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.